Crystal Thompson here for Pink and Maine. I have another release from June 28, 19, and we are doing a beautiful watercolor card using the Melissa Pastel's Starfish Wishes along with this gorgeous new paper pad, the Shore. I think this is my favorite paper pad now. It's absolutely stunning. There's so many different sheets of paper to be using. We're specifically going to use this gorgeous watercolor sandy look. It's quite pretty. And then we're going to be using the Starfish dies. I have already stamped, die cut, and colored my little gal, and look how fun she looks. So let's get started, guys. All right, friends, so I have the Shore. This is pre-cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is going to be the panel for our card. And then I have a piece of watercolor paper, and this is going to fit very nicely right in the center, and we're going to do a wash of watercolor. So my thought here was that I want to use something that is going to match this color and the color that I colored my little mermaid. So with that said, I chose Stamping Up Calypso Coral. It's kind of, coral, excuse me. The Wyoming in me is coming out, and we're just going to press that pad onto some acetate. We're going to dab some water, and we're going to create a very light shade first before we add some. So it's going to be a couple layers. We're going to start with one very light layer of this Calypso Coral. I really want to say coral. I guess it could be a corral of corals. And we're going to let that dry. We're going to come back, and we're just going to keep dabbing on this color until we're happy with the color we've got. All right, guys, so that is nice and dry. Now I'm going to come in and add the bubbles. So there's a bubble set on the stamp, and I'm just going to grab the same coral, and I'm just going to I'm going to stamp these bubbles in the same ink. It's going to be really pretty. It's going to give it just another little piece to this gorgeous sentiment. So there we go. We got our bubbles. We have foam adhesive on the back. We're going to remove the adhesive, or remove the sticky thing to place it on our card. So we got our card. We're going to place this down. It's up to you where you want to put it. I'm going to add that. And then I have my little gal, a little mermaid, and she's very sweet. I specifically like watercoloring on some brown because it's not as, it doesn't take away from the image. I feel like it adds to it. All right, now we have a strip for our sentiment. So we're going to go ahead and add some of this watercolor or some of this ink onto the sentiment, and that way it kind of all matches. So it's already a pink strip, but I felt that it would be really fun. Once this dries, it's going to have some of that pink and orange tinge. And then we're going to go and stamp it with the sentiment. All right, for our sentiment, I selected Best Fishes for Your Birthday. So I'm going to stamp this in embossing and watermark ink, and this is clear. And we're going to stamp this down and get a nice solid image. Once that's done, I'm going to come in, and I actually have the Wow embossing powder in White Puff Twinkle, and I'm going to cover that, and then I'm going to run this through my heat embossing gun, and then we're going to place it on our card. All right, guys, so it's nice and dry. We're going to stamp our sentiment, and I've selected the Best Fishes for Your Birthday, and we're going to be using that Calypso Coral, and we're going to just ink that up. We're going to come in and stamp it down. And look how pretty that turned out. Now we're going to go ahead, move these things off to the side. We're going to add some adhesive. So I have my Tombow. I'm going to just add 2. And then we're going to try to line up the edge. I'm going to press down. We're going to flip over. Look how pretty the pattern paper's on the back too. We're going to cut that sentiment strip. And there you have it. Now you can embellish with some Nuvo drops or whatever you would like. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. We're doing watercolor backgrounds, mixing those with the Shore, which is the newest background paper pad. Guys, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. Links for products are down below, and be sure to give this a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.